Well, hello, welcome back to the channel. So I'm just going to jump straight into this because I'm really excited. It is no surprise to anybody that watches my channel or has watched more than like one video that I love my SIG Cross. Had a lot of problems with it in the beginning. I was a little worried though because everybody says that we tend to be the beta testers for SIG and they don't usually deliver on their promises. And I'm here to tell you they delivered on two things, just two, that they said that, well, they probably didn't even say they were going to have this stuff, but they delivered two things that people wanted. And instead of seeing my ugly face, I should be inserting what I'm talking about as a picture below. But the SIG Cross came, basically it's all metal. And the problem with that being a hunting rifle is most hunting seasons are in the cold. I don't like holding metal when it's cold outside because it's cold. I'm not a scientist, but my hands get cold, so I deduce that it's cold. And so, as you can see here, I will have inserted, hopefully if I can figure this out, the Born and Raised edition of the SIG Cross. It's got a 24-inch 6.5 Creedmoor barrel, stainless and all that, but it's got something that the other cross, it's got two things the other cross does not have. Number one, it's got the full-length handguard with the ARCA rail incorporated into it, which did get released, I think it was last week or the week prior. I missed the release of it because they didn't say anything, but it's 300 bucks. Well, if I already own a cross, and to replace the rail just to put an ARCA rail on it is 300 bucks, I'm going to go buy a $50 ARCA rail and throw it on there, and probably just be okay with that. I am going to buy a Born and Raised edition later for NRL Hunter series. But for now, I've got my 16-inch barreled 308 standard edition cross. Now you'll notice something else on the Born and Raised edition. They've got that handguard on there. That is the second thing they released this week. I was in the market for all these other products that wrapped around your handguard, and you know, I was looking at putting an ace wrap around it, like whatever I could do to keep my hands off the cold metal. And so with the release of that, I am very happy because, here I'll turn it this way, because now my cross has a handguard and it's great. It's the same stippling that's on a lot of their pistols, so it's fairly aggressive. It's okay. I don't need something, especially while I'm out hunting and in the backwoods, it's going to tear up my hands. So this definitely is not going to do that. It is angled and it does cover the front of the magwell, as you can see here. It was very easy to snap on. It's got two M-lock bolts here. It was a little tricky, but as soon as you line them up, it snaps into place. You know when those M-lock adapters go in, and make sure it's seated all the way down. It goes on really easy. It also has, see if you can see this. See, there's a line here. So this piece will fit if you've got the M-lock, I'm sorry, the ARCA rail adapter integrated into your handguard already. So without it, you need this little adapter. It's in the package. There's no instructions. It's kind of self-explanatory, but that little piece goes in there and fills those little voids where the M-lock, or excuse me, the ARCA rail would normally be. You know, I was really happy to see this. This is the one thing. If they came out with anything first, I think this was it. And I think, you know, it's good for what it is. It's fine. I can hold my rifle all the way down here and not have to hold much metal at all, and I think this is going to be great for hunting. I also think this is going to ride on a bag very well. So I'm looking at doing a tripod with a shooting table with a bag on top and just resting that, if my hand was the bag, just resting it here and taking my shots from here, as opposed to always keeping a ARCA rail attached and using a tripod to shoot off of when it's locked in. For NRL Hunter, I see kind of both trains of thought on that. I have a tripod here. It's not great, but I've locked it onto the ARCA adapter. It's okay. I'd like a beefier tripod, which I'm working on. But you know, I was really happy to see that. Somebody posted it on one of the Facebook forums, and I went and grabbed it up. Got here in like 4 days, 5 days max, I think it was. And oh, and it's $49. So not the cheapest part, but it really wasn't expensive. It's not $300 like the handguard is. And I get it. I know why the handguard's $300. It's a lot of machining and it's a lot of material, but I don't know. I don't know if it's worth buying and throwing it on a rifle that could take a $50 part to make it as good. The weight may be different. There's no weight listed on any of that. I didn't weigh this before I put it on my rifle because it came in the mail, and I'm basically like an 8-year-old on Christmas when I get something new for my cross because I love this gun. I just went and slapped it on here. So I will leave you with that. Hopefully that gives you an idea of what it looks like on the 16-inch rifle. Boom. Like, it's great. It's pretty great. I like it a lot. Nice chunky piece of plastic, and I think it's going to do its job wonderfully. And so with that, until I have something new, which might be pretty soon, stay tactical.